Okay, Joker. Our thoughts. We're gonna do a brief, like somewhat recap, reaction, and little review video on the Joker. So you're watching Dub G TV. You got your boy Dub G.
40 Cal.
And here is our thoughts on the Joker. Now I'm gonna start off right off the top. Or before I do, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to Dub G TV. And so you can get more content. Also, you could like and subscribe or check out the Icy Maker channel. He's bringing you a lot more good content and entertainment news over there. Joker. Great movie. Seen it. I loved it. Joaquin Phoenix, I think, is a genius actor. Great. He really knocked this one out of the park. What do you think?
Joaquin Phoenix kills the role. Honestly, and I think this is probably the best. I guess we can't really say it's a superhero movie, but comic book movie we can say that's come out. And I know Endgame is pretty close, but this is the best, at least that I've seen. Joaquin Phoenix really kills the role, and there's gonna be a lot of debate, but I have Joaquin Phoenix as number one, and as the best overall Joker. He really, I can't really stress it enough. He really killed this role. Just his mannerisms, his reaction, his styling, and just every aspect of him. And let me get something straight. This movie, he is this movie. This movie doesn't work without Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes, this movie.
He's in like almost nearly every scene. He's in like every part of this movie.
I feel like it was almost narrated by him. He really took the movie. He took us through the tour into his life as Joker. Joaquin Phoenix pretty much took us into a tour in the psyche of what Joker is and what was his everyday life. And as weird and as bizarre as it was, basically he sucked us into his world and basically let us kind of have a visual understanding of what this Joker is and what he was bringing to the table and how he was going to get to the part of where he actually becomes the Joker and really truly embraces himself. This Joaquin Phoenix, I gotta say, number one, with a great casting choice. I already knew that. I already knew off the top that he was gonna be a good Joker when they cast him.
When they cast him, it was obvious. It was.
I seen him in other movies, and I was really like, this guy looks creepy. He looks like he could play any of those kind of roles, whether it's bad guy, sinister, killer. I mean, sadly to say, even rapist or murderer or whatever. It looked like he has the acting chops to be able to deliver that with the right face expressions and the right weird and awkward kind of gestures and tonalities that he brings to the table, and he definitely delivers in this movie. In this movie, he is the movie. He definitely is the movie. He like this movie would definitely, just like 40 Cal said, not work without Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix did an excellent job. Todd Phillips, that's great. Cinematography was great. The coloration, the angles, the places that they chose to shoot at was very great. The very 80s feel. They had old vehicles, very gritty.
Early 80s New York feel with the graffiti
on the train station,
cars, all the littering, really, really good. And to me, I'm sure if you're watching, you've probably seen this movie already. There's, I think, two scenes that really solidify it for me. And the first one is the train incident when he's in the train. So he's in the train, he's coming home. I think he just got fired or whatever, and he's on his way back. There's these three guys about to rape a girl or whatever, and they see him, and he starts laughing uncontrollably.
Yes,
and then they start to beat him up, and eventually he ends up killing those three guys. And to me, that scene when he's laughing uncontrollably, I'm like, wow, like you feel like a sort of emotion, and you're like, wow, this is really crazy.
Yes. Because I think what also and which most people have seen it is like it's almost like a guilty pleasure as well, because you're going to this movie and listen, make no mistake, I don't ever want to say that this movie ever encourages violence or makes people ever want to get violent. If you were ever to be violent, it's because you already had those intentions anyway. So I would never blame a movie like this anyway. But in a movie like this, he could have been a good guy or bad guy. Whether you're watching Rambo or whether you're watching John Wick or any movie where you're in the psyche of a particular character, he's taking you through his journey, and a situation like this happens and is in front of him, the human emotion or the human reaction would naturally be would be the way it is. So especially in that train scene, when he reacts the way he does, it's almost like if you were him, you'd be like, well, I probably would shoot these guys. They're beating the crap out of me. They're stomping me on the ground. Yeah, maybe one of them do need a bullet. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't condone this violence.
And not to go off topic from this, there's been conversations about, is this movie dangerous? And I think those liberals, whatever, they have a point that it does make you sympathize with someone that eventually turns crazy. And again, I don't think this movie would work if they don't create some sort of sympathy for him, or some sort of like, damn, that's fucked up. Yes. If he's just bad throughout, then you're like, F this guy. It wouldn't work.
Some empathy or whatever.
Unless it's like a Dark Knight, or it's a Batman, or it's like a good guy, bad cop type.
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm. So, you were explaining your scenes. I mean, I would just say 3 off the top that were hit. I mean, the train scene. The scene in the apartment with his coworkers and friends, and the scene towards the end in the talk show with Murray, which is played by Robert De Niro. But those 3 incidents for me hit me out of the park. Those scenes was crazy because every scene, again, Joaquin Phoenix. The way he delivers in these roles, whether it was the train station one, the way he delivered the adrenaline, the fear and the anger that he's feeling at the same time, the whole weirdness. You don't even know what's going on with him and whether his morality, where it's taking him. But it feels good at the same time too for him. So he's making you feel some of that. The police scene in the apartment, same thing. He just snaps pretty much and loses it. And and the funny part with I guess the little
the midget. The scene with the midget and his coworker where he violently kills the big dude, and then the little midget guy, he's scared shitless. He's like, oh Arthur, what the fuck, man? He's like, hey, listen. He's like, can I go? He's like,
yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can go.
You've been nice.
He tries to go, but the top lock is locked. He can't get up there. He's even scared to go grab a chair or anything else to go help him to lift and
and if you seen that, like, be honest, that scene you felt like you didn't like. I felt scared.
Oh yeah,
oh hell I literally, like, I was at the theaters and
like, are you gonna go ask?
I'm like,
you're gonna go ask a monster or killer to help you escape?
You just saw this dude kill someone. You gotta ask him. Can you please open the door?
It was.
Think about it. Imagine asking the Joker to open the door to let you go to live. That's something very frightening. That's really one
especially when you watch somebody just get killed right in front of you.
Yeah.
So that was definitely excellent. And my God, that ending talk show situation was like the bomb.
Yeah.
It was so dope. And it's not just because I'm saying, and this is what it is. It's like, it's a guilty pleasure because even though I'm saying it's the bomb, it was disturbing as well. Was it disturbing? See, was it something because it was so real, it almost looked like you're watching live TV, person on a talk show, and all of a sudden they do something totally crazy that you can't believe that they aired this on TV and it's live. You know what I mean? So that's what was so crazy about it. And Joker kind of is a movie, especially with this guy, kind of furthers the scariness of maybe clowns or people in clown makeup because, I think now more than ever that, the Michael Myers mask is always a very legendary mask. You watch somebody walking around with that, whether they want to rob a bank or walking around the street with that, it's very awkward and it's very, you feel weird about it. Yeah. But the clowns now, especially with I think it's gonna be well, as we already know, they heighten security in movie theaters.
Yeah, you remember
certain places got
certain
people getting searched in movie theaters to see this movie. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of inspections.
and I don't know if you heard the story. It's a guy in Manhattan that was celebrating when the Joker was killing people, and he started to disturbing the moviegoers. So they had to, evacuate everyone out, and they had to arrest the dude because they were like, "Yo, this dude might be on some shit."
Yeah.
So this movie really is causing a lot of commotion. And,
yes. Mm-hmm. But it's doing well in the box office. I made almost 100 million this past week. I think it was up to like about 96 something million. It beat out Justice League weekend numbers. It beat out I believe Spider-Man's Homecoming weekend numbers.
I think it beat Venom. I think Venom was
and it beats Venom October numbers.
October numbers.
Yeah. It beat out Venom until it definitely beat out Halloween and everything else that came out last year around this time. So yeah, this movie is really big.
Now, how would you compare Joaquin with the previous Jokers we've seen?
Well, I would say this, Joaquin Phoenix, his Joker, and it may even be because we had a whole movie to explore more into what kind of a person he is, but it really dives into like a lot of who he is and why he's this way. Mental illness is real in this world, and it's very evident as you see it go along. Whereas if you watch a movie like Heath Ledger's Joker, you get the sense that mental illness or something is not well with this person, which what led him to it. But at the end of the day, we never got that. All we got is him fully as a Joker, and whatever his mission is, or whatever it is that he's trying to do, is all we know that he's trying to do. But he just has a creepy way.
He just wants chaos.
He has a creepy way of how he's delivering it. So his approach, you don't know what he's trying to do. So that's this creepy part about it, and it's very realistic in that context. So I feel like Joaquin Phoenix Joker kind of mirrors this Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker, like almost at the same level. The only difference is that Joaquin Phoenix, he has a narrative behind his situation. Now, of course, as we go along, and he continues to do his killings, it's all senseless. So it's not going to be like, oh, I killed this person because he stole my wallet. I killed him because he killed my mom. And then I did this because he robbed the bank. Like, he's killing people pretty much for no reason as well.
Yeah, it goes from somewhat valid to then I'm just killing people.
Right, because
maybe they're slightly in my way, but I'm still...
Right, because in his mind, his whole world is messed up. We're all messed up, and why are we here? I don't even need to be here. So guess what? We all need to go. Let's the whole place can burn. So that's a little bit why I feel like his reasoning, his whole backstory, him as a whole character is much more built than actually Heath Ledger's character. However, Heath Ledger's performance was so great that I would put it almost on par together. Now, this is not to even take away from Jack Nicholson's Joker, because I feel like Jack Nicholson's Joker could have did a lot more than what they did in Bruce Tim Burton's Batman.
Nicholson, he's a very good actor.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson is a very good actor.
Because we know with The Shining, we know he's way.
The Shining already showed me that he can do what Joaquin Phoenix did.
Because to be honest, I can even see Jack Nicholson even being in the dark. Let's say Heath Ledger was. Let's say we had a younger Jack Nicholson.
Yes.
I can see him being the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Absolutely.
So to me, when people, he's whack, Tim Burton, Batman.
No way. They do not know Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, you guys do not know Jack Nicholson. And to me, with Batman '89, he brought his A game. He's really good.
And to be honest,
I
feel like the same way. That movie couldn't have been successful without Jack Nicholson. So the same way like Heath Ledger kind of did with the Dark Knight, I feel like he kind of did that for the Batman movie too. Yeah, Michael Keaton was great, but without the Jack Nicholson doing all the great parts of that movie, it was with Jack Nicholson in it. That movie, he sold it. So I have to put my three best Jokers. I'm sorry to just want to put it out there so far now is. Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger, and Jack Nicholson. I don't know any order I would put it, because I feel like they all excelled in their own different ways. And then right now, I'm liking personally Joaquin Phoenix's more.
Yeah,
right now. I'm not gonna say and I don't want to be biased on anything. I don't know how it may feel later on. And I was watching pieces of Heath Ledger's, and I was loving his performance too. But what Joaquin Phoenix did to this movie was just phenomenal.
Phenomenal, yeah, really phenomenal. And it shows you mental illness is real. It's real, and the movie really displays that too, with the whole having the false memories and everything, and him just going through things, and even with his mother, his abuse, he doesn't even remember him being abused as a child because he has a mental problem. He's like,
absolutely,
you know, and so it just shows that mental illness is real, and this is not to make the movie out to be like a public service announcement. It is in a sort of low-key way, but it's more about how someone becomes the way they are. You know, so when you see, like, just imagine this ends up being like a Heath Ledger. We know it's not, but we can be like, if you see a Heath Ledger Joker, you're like, all right, I can see how he got to this chaos and madness.
Especially because
what he went through.
Especially because Joaquin Phoenix.
This was an excellent origin movie. Excellent for the Joker.
Especially for a character like the Joker. Mm-hmm. So listen, Warner Brothers, or listen, you guys figure it out. You know, get Joaquin Phoenix. Put him in the Batman movie, whether it's this one that's coming in 2021 or if it's a sequel to that one. But I think Joaquin Phoenix needs to continue being the Joker and the next Joker in movies to come.
Yeah, give him his money. Give him, if he wants a Todd Phillips. The only thing is the age difference. That's something I'm a little bit worried about.
Yes,
but at this point, I'm thinking, you know what? I want to see him again. I want to see him.
Yes.
Excuse me, as a Joker. I want to see him full-blown Joker.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like, he even the cinematography. One thing, even in my review, that's on the Icy Maker channel, just the cinematography is so good.
The cinematography is
when he's in the Murray show and he's smoking and he's just, it was just so good the way they captured those images. Like, everything was just so good, and the way he's on the couch, just chilling. He's there waiting for his name to be called.
That's right. That's right.
The mask, the uniform,
the color that he's wearing, is
the color, and everything was just done so well in this. And we talk Joaquin Phoenix. I gotta give Todd Phillips some credit too.
Yes,
there's some things I didn't like I'll mention this briefly because these are very, very minor things,
minute.
The whole Batman being whole Bruce and Arthur being brothers. I get it. It was fake. It wasn't real. But I was like, that's kind of
just touching on it.
Touching on it. It kind of bothered me a bit. Like, nah, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't want them to play too much in that court either. But
I didn't want to even entertain. I save that for an Elseworld,
right.
DC comic. Save that for
so even while at that corner, because I ain't gonna lie, that could have turned me off if they tried to go in that area. But as soon as they switched off out of there and went into another, I was like, okay, here we are. Back to Joker's psychosis, psychological mind being being crazy as usual. So, listen, this movie was great. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I enjoyed it. I mean, I would love to spoil some stuff. I mean, we spoiled a little bit about the train situation and a little bit of what happens in his apartment. But you guys can go and check that out, and you guys will see that and enjoy what's the what this movie's about. Now, I would say is question for you guys. What do you guys think about the movie, and who is your favorite Joker? Is Joaquin Phoenix now your favorite Joker of all time? You comment down below. Shed your thoughts and let us know who you think. Or maybe was it Joaquin Phoenix, or is it Heath Ledger? Is it Jack Nicholson, or any other Joker?
Mark Hamill from the animated series.
Or Mark Hamill from the animated series.
Yeah, or the guy from I don't know.
Or you can even take him back from the Adam West series.
Adam West guy,
series. So, you let us know your thoughts.
Or Jared Leto.
Or even, let's not forget, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Some people are a fan of the Jared Leto Joker. So, let us know down below and share your thoughts. And I think that'll do it for this review.
Yeah.
I mean, we already expressed our enthusiasm for this movie. And check in with us in the next video. Okay, so you're watching your boy Dub Z.
40 Cal.
Dub Z TV.